Thank you. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to one and all here present here. So a warm welcome from IT Expert Training, and today we are going to look into Exadata workshop. So so this is a training agenda. What we are going to discuss, we're going to start with an introduction about Exadata and where Oracle stands with Exadata. Then we will be slowly getting into the architecture and the overview of Exadata. Then we get into the key capabilities and then some internal in-depth configurations of Exadata, initial configurations of Exadata, server architectures, which includes database, compute, storage, and InfiniBand. And then once we understand all this architecture, then we get into the features. Because without understanding the features, Exadata is something that cannot be used to the fullest of what is being advertised or what is being purchased. So then we'll get into consolidation options and recommendations. Then we will start looking into the migration options of how to get your commodity or on-premise or a cloud-based databases into one single environment under Exadata. Then we get into operational areas like, for example, monitoring, patching, configuration. How do we upgrade, scale out, backup recovery? And there are a lot of tools, and all these sessions also has a lot of practicals and labs along with it. Okay, so there is also a separate lab session. But as we get into the theory, we'll be also looking into some of the key areas. And as we go through this agenda, we will be learning some of the important commands that we'll be using for understanding the Exadata machine. Okay, so let's get into the introduction. Though this is an introductory session, here I'm going to talk about the same introduction of Exadata and some of the key capabilities of Exadata. Okay. So objective of the course is we're going to describe key features, benefits, and capabilities of Exadata. Okay. And we're going to describe the architecture of Exadata. Initial configuration is one of the most important phase, which we will be talking about. Why we need to understand initial configuration, what is the importance of that, and various approaches towards migrating Exadata. Because once we have the Exadata machine ready, so then comes how to get all the databases onto Exadata. Resource management. Since Exadata is bundled with network, storage, and compute, we need to understand how to manage all these resources. Then comes monitoring of Exadata. Okay, since there are multiple components involved, we'll be monitoring Exadata. Then maintaining, upgrading, and scale up or scale out of Exadata machines. Okay, how do we take Exadata to the next level? Okay. So before we get into any of this training session, first we have to understand why we have to learn Exadata and why it is an important subject that has to be learned. Okay. So over the last 10-15 years, Oracle has been pioneer in the database, especially in the database segment, in the RDBMS segment. Right? And then the acquisition from Sun Microsystems has resulted in additional portfolios into Oracle, so which basically adds up hardware. Okay. Now Oracle does not want to kill Sun, so they actually used what is best available inside the Sun, and then they started converting some of their hardware business into the next level. So what they did is they bundled the RDBMS, which is actually a very proven database, #1 database in the world, along with very standard provider for all the enterprise customers, which is the hardware providers, which was Sun. So Sun was having Solaris, and also they have a very standard hardware system. So they actually bundled all this stuff, and then they were able to achieve something which no other competitor in the market could achieve into this business. So we're going to learn how they have done it, and why competitors could not mimic it or reproduce an Exadata machine, or why somebody or customer could put that money or put that effort and build another Exadata machine. Okay, which is possible, but we are going to see what is a bottleneck, or what an enterprise or what a customer will be going through, what a competitor will be going through in building that. Okay, and this comes out of the entire course. It's not that we will just have one slide and we will understand it, because this is these are the building blocks. We have to understand the building blocks, and we will come to know okay, what is that Oracle has made that customers are buying Exadata. Okay, so at Oracle, the strategy is all about designing rich hardware and software that are engineered from ground up to work together and deliver extreme performance. Okay, so why we choose Exadata as career? Now, we talked about customer choosing Exadata because they rely on Oracle for storing their data, and they have and Oracle has been proving in the market that Exadata is one of the best machine that could handle customers' enormous workload. So now customer is going to buy Exadata. That's a different story. Now, what is going to happen to engineers who are about to attend this training, and which also includes me? Okay, so why I choose Exadata as my career, and what difference it made to me? Okay, so Oracle is betting big on Exadata. Okay, they are investing a lot into this business. So which means that customers who have been using Oracle database for a lot of years, now they are also in align with choosing Exadata, because Oracle is proving something in the market that they are having the best of the best breed hardware and software together bundled in the Exadata. Okay, so now as a database administrator, why would I choose Exadata as career? Okay, so before we get into the Exadata as a career, I just want to put one term called DMA. Okay, so this is a new career learning path, or Oracle has termed the DMAs as administrators for Exadata. Okay, so they are called Database Machine Administrators, DMA. It's not DBA, Database Machine Administrator. So as a DMA, will be responsible for managing all the artifacts available inside an Exadata, which includes the storage, the compute, the network, the entire rack system. When you say rack, it is RACK, the entire physical rack. So DMAs are going to be an important person inside an organization. The reason behind, customer is buying and investing a lot of money into Exadata, which they want to report the best, which they will eventually do it, but they need somebody to manage it, right? So when customers choose this choose Exadata, as I told, so they will need some kind of administrators. So what kind of administrators are required for an organization to function or to operate and to maintain an Exadata? So you need basically a database administrator, a network administrator, and a storage administrator. So all these combined, we need to build one guy who will be a database machine administrator. Okay, so throughout this entire course, if you are a DBA, you're going to learn two other areas, which are storage and the network piece. If you're a network guy, you're going to learn the database and the storage. If you're storage, you're going to learn the database and the network area. So this is going to be the career path learning towards an Exadata. We need to learn, we need to understand all these areas. But given that I'm a DBA, how could I go and learn a network layer? Okay, how could I understand those protocols? How could I get into this? So Oracle is going to give you um, define very good documentation, and then also Oracle is going to help in terms of building automations so that you can execute those stuff. So what we are going to learn is we are going to learn those interfaces which are going to be available to us, and we're going to take ourselves to the next level. Okay, so just believe me that I was a Oracle database administrator, and then I have been working with some very limited storage experience and very minimal network experience. Now, after going through my career with Exadata, I've now learned all those other areas which are very useful, and then now I could manage an entire Exadata machines. Okay, so this consolidation into DMA brings a lot of benefits by becoming a close aid to the organization. What I say when I say consolidated organization today is they don't need multiple people to manage system. They need one guy who can do it. The one guy who can understand all the areas, the storage, the network, the compute, the database, and everything. So a DMA's profile would be a very senior profile, and he will be looked upon in understanding he will be looked upon by an organization that he will understand everything, and they need these guys. Okay. So what does it also matters? It also matters a better salaries. Now, some of the highest paid salaries are coming to DMA profiles. Okay. So you could start from anywhere from your career point. If you are 4 years experience, you could start. You could have 10 years, 15 years. You can start from anywhere. Even if you're 20, 25 also, you can start. Okay, because it's not complex, but it's something that you have to understand. You have to go through it. Okay. So let's get into what exactly DMA will do. Okay, so DMAs are today have handling multiple Exadata missions. So as a day-to-day job, they actually go through some kind of roles and responsibilities which they actually have to do to maintain an Exadata mission. Okay, so some of the areas they actually spend are, there's a pie chart out there which describes 60% of their time actually goes into database administration, 20% goes to storage administration, and 50% goes to Linux administration. Network and other areas are another few percentage. Okay, so you now know where exactly you have to put your efforts and what exactly you have to learn. So DMAs who have to get in has to put more efforts in the database administration world, and then comes some part into the storage and some part in the Linux administration world. Okay, so we're going to see what exactly a DMA is going to go through, and then what exactly he will be doing on his day-to-day life. We'll be giving some practical examples when a patching cycle comes, or when an upgrade comes, or when any of the maintenance operation kicks in. So what a DMA will be going through. These are coming out from my own experience being an Exadata administrator. Okay, so roles and responsibilities are database administration, grid infrastructure administration, operating system, storage, network, installation and maintenance. Okay,